Hello, I hope all is progressing well. Welcome to I Don't Know, We Can Talk About It, where we discuss myriads of topics civilly, reasonably, and responsibly. My name is Kevin Dufresne. We're going to jump into our first topics immediately. I do not think teachers carrying guns is a smart idea. I'm not against gun usage in athletic senses, concerning sports personship, protective measures, gun ownership. I understand people have rights. I do not agree with the carrying of a weapon, particularly a gun, by an educator in a space with youth. If the considerations are even for the collegiate realm, I'm still not in agreement, considering perhaps the age ranges might not be so different. I think determining how to respond, progress within an educational atmosphere is a portion of professional development needing consideration, as well as communal relations somewhat external to an educational atmosphere. Consider when a fire alarm goes off, the fire department has responders available. I think building a relation with an entity that may prove valuable in a tight security situation may prove beneficial to an educational atmosphere versus having myriads of personalities progressing through God knows what personally to enter into a space feeling God knows how with not only the responsibility of a job, duty, the responsibility of life. Life that not only has variables and variants, though such may not be in agreement with an educator. I think one of the other situations to consider is how an educational atmosphere now has to account for harboring weapons responsibly to prevent even accidents. How the knowledge is available in relation to individuals in home environments finding weaponry having fatal results by accident. An educational atmosphere needs to be safe. The safeguards for prevention of harmful situations need not be on the reliance of educators. Educators with guns makes me feel like an educational atmosphere is between militant and educational. Not in any sense of individuals with a lot of discipline working toward a goal more so than a realm of scholars, educators, learners mixing in with potential militia ideology, factoring in variability of human aspects with, I wonder, what balances of prevention, regulation, aside from personal responsibility and hope against chaos. I'm not going to be an advocate for an educator to have a gun in an educational atmosphere. I think many resolves are available aside from a gun in an educational atmosphere. Building relationships differently, implementing security measures differently, safeguard measures differently, in a way that prevents potential hate, in a way that prevents potential bias, in a way that prevents accidents, in a way that prevents chaotic results from variabilities of human spectrums. Our next topic concerns whether immigrants need to pay for schooling. Of course, most pay for private schooling. Public schooling, through taxes, through certifying measures particular to regulations, may affect the family different than another family depending on where one is coming from. I think education is expensive beyond a point, considering when any enters the collegiate realm, higher education becomes a different price point for anyone to consider. There are private schools that are as expensive, if not more expensive, than any school in the collegiate realm. there are schools that are competitive, though in a way that's not relevant for a student. I think anyone entering America has a good opportunity, education-wise, to advance depending on where one attends school, how one tests forward, to advance quickly through academia. How one might qualify, depending on citizenship, is what may be challenging. I understand everyone has a different developmental process to adhere to. Additionally, I feel as though, due to ways any may advance through the education system, through academia at large, determining cost may be in relation to the developmental processing as well as any legal reality that needs attention. If the situation is an individual from an immigrant situation needs to enter at a particular level, going through every single grade, I think what really needs attention concerns an allocation system that everyone needs to adhere to, so as to ensure that a matriculation of understanding is happening, as well as a matriculation of natural processes, of natural legal processes happen, so as to protect any family that may be under the radar, though may be receiving challenging from whatever entity about a legal status in America. I think there are roundabout ways which are equal and fair to every family, whether a citizen of the United States or not, to ensure a financial equilibrium is of a distribution that is fair and equal and does not impede on anyone's ability to progress, particularly academically. So developmentally, any individual through an academic processing, through academic processings will only prove the effectiveness of the academic processings. I think balancing between what is systematic and systemic financially through a particular application processing or application and adjustment, acknowledging particular parameters more so financially, so as to allow access to promote growth, good growth, which may prove valuable returns. All right, we're going to make origami. Today's origami design is an origami house. Now, this house is new to me. It's more so 2D-ish than 3D-ish. And we have our square from a rectangle. For all that, recall the rectangle simply requires the top edge, the short edge, to go to the long edge, then a bold fold to create a serrated edge, then a nice rip to bring us to our square. Doesn't have to be perfect, just needs to be done. So the first step after getting our square, or if you're at a square already, the first step is really to just fold in the corners to meet each other. So one corner comes in, one corner comes in. The next step is to fold up. Okay. So we're going to fold up. And you don't have to fold up the whole way, about halfway. Next step is we're going to take this little corner here and just fold it in. And if you really want a place of measurement for your fold, just fold it to the bottom of the triangles. And we're going to fold this corner in as such. So you can see, here's our folded corner in. And what we're going to do is we're going to take it and we're going to just fold it inside. So now you don't see it on the outside, it's on the inside. Then we're going to do the same thing with the other side. So we fold. Then we're just going to flip it and fold it. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this portion and we're actually going to fold it as such. We're going to take it and fold it in. Take it and we fold it in. And we're going to do the same with the other side. Just take it and fold it in. Now you see it's going at this angle. The other thing we could do is just take this whole fold here and just fold that whole corner, the whole corner in, and then, well, fold it back out this way so that we could have some more of a straight angle here. We'll just fold it in here and get a similar fold out. Okay, I'm gonna go with my original variation though. Then, if you want, you can, if you want a chimney, you go like this. And there you have it. It's an origami house. I think this one's so much more 2D-ish, you can just kind of place it where you like. You have a chimney, and of course, you have the walls here on the side. Gotta love it. Our next topic concerns reading physical books. Our next topic concerns reading physical books. I really enjoy reading physical books. And the book we're going to talk about today is Women and Leadership. So we have two women leaders that interview other women, leaders at large in the world at large, of varying perspectives, of personal experiences in relation to what feminism means to them personally, how the world may be a better place at large for everyone, especially when women receive the respect and attention necessary to build better communities at large. I really appreciate the text, especially because I hear from the perspective of women of varying ages, of varying backgrounds, from different experiences from across the world. How each location, each locale can differ so much, whether talking about from home to a larger government landscape, like a country, a state, a city. These women offer information proving that global connectivity is real. We live in a world where an interdependent reality at large is very present, and women and men have to work together to bring more than a normality to a proper union, a balancing, consistent, progressively toward equality, which helps lead to a better world at large. The stories are phenomenal, varying so much, as one life may do, may be from another life, just varying in myriads of ways. I really enjoy the text, and I think the text is a good, solid grounding for anyone into more progressive modern research in connection with research that is closer to modernity. I think the grounding may be encouraging not only to women, though to anyone that may be experiencing any decision to become what one wants to become in any good way. Thank you for joining me for another episode of I Don't Know. We can talk about it. Onward and Upward. Dufresne.